rolling? Are we rolling? Let's see. We going? We doing good? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's see. Wow, look at that terrible Joker. I do not like that Joker design still. All right. What the heck? Okay. Apologies. Chat right. We get a chat? All right. I'm gonna start. I don't know. I might just like do like a little zipping around in Gotham, Metropolis. I might do a little zipping around Metropolis just to see what's up. And also, please, like, if you're watching live, please let me know if it's choppy, because I'll restart with a better, with better like encoding, because like if it runs like terrible, then I'll do better encoding. I play as Harley Quinn just because she's the I don't know, I like her traversal the best. And she's like the character I care about the most. Yeah, let me know how it runs. Ooh, another trophy. Sick. Here, let me let's see. I think it's running pretty smooth, so I'm just gonna keep it how it is. Um, but yeah, for those watching live, please let me know if it's like super choppy, because I need to know. Because this video is like a semi-serious one to talk about this game. Um, but yeah, if people are new here, I have. Hang on, let's see. Okay, streaming mode. You want to mute copyrighted music? Okay, yeah. We're gonna just I'm gonna disable Brainiac's speech because he talks too much. Brainiac talks too much in the post game. All right, so for people who are new here, uh, I like to play video games. I took a long break because I had COVID and I've not been feeling well enough to get back into this. So I'm back to streaming now. Um, I'm back to streaming, and I'm going to be playing more games more often. I have an idea coming up soon that I'm going to talk about towards the end of the video, but it has to do with Rocksteady games. Wink, wink. But yeah. But for starters, I have recently, there was a sale, and I was like, all right, there's a sale going on. I had some points on my PlayStation account and some birthday money, and I bought Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Um, I was very hesitant to play this because I was just disappointed that Rocksteady just did something completely different than what they usually do, right? So I was pretty devastated because of um I was devastated because I was like, man, they're doing a live service game, and just like the history of that developer, I was just like, man, they're doing a live service game. It's got a story mode, but I don't know if I want to play it, and I just heard all of these negative things about it, so I was like, I won't play it. It recently went on sale, and I've been getting back into comic books, mostly DC, which is kind of how this all came together. But I've just been curious to see. It was the perfect upper. So I know it's hard to play this at the same time as talking, but oh, that's Toyman. Is that Toyman? That's from. That's from. That's from. That's a reference. Anyways, yeah, I was playing. I'm getting back into comic books. Hang on. This is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to talk at the same time as playing this, but I'll try my best to get back on track. So just to keep it short, there was a sale. I've got back into comic books, particularly DC. So I was like, you know what? Now's a perfect time. It's a $70 game that ended up having to pay only $17 worth of birthday money for to get this game. So I was like, okay, now's a perfect time to jump in. There's season 1's out. They're about to do season 2. It's a perfect time. Perfect sale for me as someone who's a big Rocksteady fan. I was like, all right, perfect time, jump in. And I was expecting to hate this game. I'm not going to lie. After all the hate it's gotten, I was expecting to hate Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But, long story short, I get through a decent chunk of the game, and I'm like, I like this. This is really good. It's not the best, but and just to preface, I'm not going to judge this game or compare it. I'm not going to judge it based on what the Arkham games did. I'm judging it based on the type of game that it is. I'm not going to compare the Arkham games and this game because it's just not what they were making. It would be unfair to judge it based on that. So what I've decided is that I'm just going to not judge it on that and judge it based on what it is, which is a live service looter shooter starring the Suicide Squad in Metropolis. That's what it is. And that's what I'm going to judge it on. Sorry. I got attacked by a hit squad the second I hopped in. So let's see, where are they at? Look at that. Took care of the hit squad. But anyways, so long story short, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League went on sale. I'm getting through the game, expecting to hate it. Come to find out, I actually really enjoy Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That being said, I will say it has so many flaws. It has a bunch of I will acknowledge that it has pretty big flaws. There are huge things in this game that bring it down a lot. But as a DC fan, I couldn't help but love the story and the characters and just have a blast playing Suicide Squad. So I've decided that I really like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So the story takes place in Metropolis, and you play as a Suicide Squad as the Justice League has been taken over by Brainiac, and Brainiac's leading an invasion on Earth from Metropolis, and it's up to the Suicide Squad to take out the Justice League. How they do it, you have to play the game. I still won't be spoiling this game because I do think it does need to be played. I feel like the story needs to be experienced in some way, whether you watch it on YouTube or play the game yourself. I do think this story is really great. It ends very flat, which is my huge problem with it. But the gameplay, based on what it is, I have a lot of fun. It's fun zipping around as Harley. It's been my main character I've played as. I dabbled with the other characters, Deadshot and King Shark and Captain Boomerang. But I've found Harley's grapple mechanic, it reminds me the most of it's just what I'm used to, is just grappling around. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna play as Harley just because, one, she's my favorite she's the character I care about the most on the Suicide Squad, and my in one of my favorite Batman characters. So I chose to play as Harley throughout. I'm a level 26. I've beat the main story, and I'm doing endgame content. I haven't started season 1 content, so I'm not gonna judge it based on that. I'm only judging it based on what I've played. From what I've heard, it's not the best content. The season 1 content, but I have enjoyed what I played of this game so far. Um, the Easter eggs in the lore as a DC comic book fan, which is my favorite um it's my favorite comic book company, so I just am prone to love these games, and I will say that is where I will give a disclaimer that my bias towards DC probably is what pushes me into more positive direction, because I love Batman, but I really love Superman. To play in Metropolis and see all the Superman Easter eggs that we get, like seeing the Daily Planet and LexCorp and Centennial Park, and going in the Daily Planet building and seeing Jimmy Olsen's desk and Clark Kent's desk and Lois Lane being a a part in the story. It's really cool to see all of this stuff come to life in the Arkhamverse. Um, as I was hoping that Rocksteady was making a Superman game the whole time. That in between Arkham Knight and um, this game, like I was hoping they were working on a Superman game based on the leaks from before. Like, oh, there's a Metropolis, so it's got to be Superman, and then it ended up being the Justice League. It ended up being the Suicide Squad. But with all that being said, I do really enjoy this game, and I will say I do see why it has such a negative reception, and I will not take that away from anybody, but I do think this game is a little overhated. Like, there's no reason why Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League should have as much hate as it does, because one, I've played way worse games than this, and it's not even bad, but the live service stuff can be egregious. So if we go to the shop, hang on. Hang on. Let's see. Hang on. Let's go to this Luther Financial building real quick. Hang out here by this water tower. So if we go to the battle pass is $10, which is usually what battle passes are priced at. There are some free options in there. As you see, I will not be playing through the battle pass. It won't let me look at it for some reason. Let's see. Hang on. Sorry. For some reason, the battle pass is like frozen. So let's see. Let's go to the store. If you go to the store, you can see. Okay, so let's see. Strange Apparitions Classic Pack. So you have the standard pack, which is the costume for Deadshot, which is his classic suit, looks like. Then you can get the epic pack. Okay, so this one's $10, and the epic pack is $16. And the legendary pack is $24 just for one costume pack. I will say it is cosmetic only. There is no microtransactions that impact the game. You can unlock everything else inside the game, like weapons and characters, all inside the game. But the costume packs being $24 is so egregious that you can tell that they just want to sell you this stuff. And I will say, these are kind of garbage. Some of these aren't even good. Like, you got these these suits right here. Like I don't. This is new. Like you have these. This is $24. This suit is $24 for Harley Quinn. I want to base it off Harley Quinn for a bit, so because it's the character I play as the most. So you have this Harley Quinn costume. You can get this for $10. You can get this whole set, just the costume, none of the like colorways or anything, for $10. That's not bad. You can unlock. I will say you can. I know I'm rambling a lot, but you can unlock Luther coins through you can unlock Luther coins through the battle pass if you purchase the battle pass. They give you 100 free whenever you get to a certain point, but then the rest you'll have to get, which is they give you 100 each time. And so, okay, so they gave you one set free, and then you could get another one if I bought the battle pass, which is $10. I'm not gonna buy the battle pass because I just don't see any point. I just want to play the game. I don't really care about the cosmetics or anything else. I like Harley's main costume fine, anyways. So, Luther coin. At level 14, I'll get another 100 for free. And then there's all these suits, and then like later on at 23 they throw in some free stuff in the free battle pass, but it's very few and far between. But yeah, like they give you 100 Luther coin each time. So let's see, it goes all the way up to level 76. And so let's see, so I got 100, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you do get enough to buy one single pack, but you have to purchase all the other ones. Like you can't get Luther coins in game unless you purchase the battle pass. You can't get Lex coins unless you purchase the battle pass. So, and here's where it's really egregious. So you can get 500 Lex coins is $50. 300 or 5,000 Lex coins is $50. 3,000, but that gives you a 1,300 bonus, which is like adding like another like what, like $13 on top. So it's kind of a deal if you think. It's kind of a deal if you think about it. You can purchase 3,000 Lex coins with a $700 or with a $7 bonus for $30. 2,000 Lex coins for a $4 bonus at $20. 1,000 Lex coins with with 100 bonus, which is $1, so $1 bonus for $10, and then you could buy 500 Lex coins for $5. So, if you think about this, it is so egregious, and all of the previous stuff, I believe, I wanted to go through the store to see what was up, and there's not a lot of the costumes that came out originally, because I don't see any of the, we'll see, here's a classic pack, but I don't see any of the other ones. Like they had like the Justice League suits, but it's very limited on what you can get costume wise. Then again, they're just costumes. What I will say, microtransactions are egregious, but the one thing I will give it is that they are not, they're really not predatory. because I haven't had to buy a single thing to play this game. I haven't had to buy a single thing to level myself up. I'm not gonna. I almost did that Lex mission. It's not egregious because it's all gameplay based. Like weapons and leveling up your character and getting skill points is all tied in game. There's no way you can like speed up your progress, which is great. I do appreciate that. But it would be awesome to have it would be awesome to be able to unlock. Can you wait, is it playing any of the audio from the game? Oh my god, it's not been playing anything the whole time. All right. We'll play headphones off. But so it's not egregious what they sell because they're just costumes. But it would be really nice to be able to unlock those in game, but you cannot. There is no way to unlock any of those in the game unless you buy the battle pass, and then you can buy one time. Most people, I would assume, like me, I've decided I'm just gonna stick to one character unless I really like. Unless I really, really, really like playing as. I assume most people are going to play as one character of the Suicide Squad and stick with that one character. Unless people really just want to grind this out, I might dabble in Deadshot or Captain Boomerang, but I don't think. I do not think that most people will do. I love that reference. I love Zatanna. She's such a cool character. So that's cool to see her on that billboard. But I don't assume people are going to be playing as more than one. Like, I think for me personally, I may just end up sticking with only Harley, because I just like the playstyle the most. I might dabble with Mrs. Freeze, maybe Joker, maybe not though, because I'm not a big fan of Joker's design. And also, I don't like Joker as a member of the Suicide Squad in comics anyways, so it's less likely for me to want to play as it's unlikely for me to play as anybody but Harley. But I won't leave that definitive. I won't leave that as a definitive answer.
Target eliminated. Minimum collateral.
But
good job.
So enough about the microtransactions and the gameplay and the story, because all I'll say is that the gameplay and the story have been the most fun I've played of Suicide Squad. Like, I love the gameplay. I love the traversal options, especially as Harley. Like, it's just fun, just like swinging around, almost pseudo Spider-Man like. It's really fun to do so. But as you can see, the mission structure. What I'll get into is like mission structure, kinda, and like overall like world and exploration. So in Suicide Squad, you play as one of the four of the Suicide Squad: Harley, Captain Boomerang, King Shark, or Deadshot. And let's see. Sorry, I'm I'm like spacing out over here. It's ooh. I need to plug in my laptop. Hang on. Alright, that probably does a little bit better. It's charging now, so we're good. I'm so sorry. This is rambling. I'm just like putting it out there. I might make a more in-depth video itself based on this game. But overall impressions, I'm not giving like a full definitive answer because I have not played a huge chunk of the end game stuff. I'm waiting to do so this weekend because I don't really think I have a whole lot of plans going on this weekend. So I would like to play a lot of the end game stuff while I can. But Suicide Squad's story is really good, and I think it was written very well. The mission design is very repetitive, and I do see why people don't like it. I have had so much fun just playing as Harley, swinging around and taking out foes because it's so fluid and fast, and I don't have to stop moving. It's almost like a third-person Doom. Like you have to keep moving and you zip around and you're sliding and you can shoot while moving around in the air and swinging, and there's grenade attacks and melee attacks that give you shields, and it's just really fun to play. I heard people say that the weapons don't have enough impact, and I think I think it will depend on what you play on, because on PlayStation,
Watch me, not the wire.
so it plays very
Within League statues, silver smirks. Without these golden
Some enemy nearby has a loot bug in its
it
bonnet.
plays very well, and I just have fun playing this game. But I will say, people that play on, if you're playing this game on PC or Xbox, I don't think that you'll get the feel of the guns, because on PlayStation you got haptic feedback, which, if you don't know what that means, it's where you can feel the triggers and the vibration in the controller will feedback based on what you're doing in the game. So whenever I'm shooting a gun as Harley, I'll feel the gun. I'll feel the vibration and the trigger pulls and all that stuff. So it feels more weighty on PlayStation, and I think if you have a PlayStation 5, you get more benefit, which kind of sucks that not everybody can feel that, because I feel like it adds to this game. It's not necessary, but I feel like it adds weight to each weapon, because I feel it feels good to shoot these weapons on the PlayStation 5 DualSense. And if you play on DualSense, there's a cool thing I'll show to the camera
Thanks for saving
where
Next time I kill
right
something,
here, you
I'll
see
think
the
of you.
controller's pink when I play as Harley. That's a cool detail. I really like that a lot. I'm in the Hall of Justice right now, just cause it's fun to be in the Hall of Justice. We're gonna see. I'm gonna talk to Penguin real quick.
Running with guns, you
I want to
need
see
a good gun
if we can
runner.
get a
Let's
better
talk
SMG.
shop.
You can't. I will say the loot. Here's another thing. The loot is kind of lackluster. I feel like I have the best weapons already, and I feel like I can't craft anything that at all. I feel like I don't get any benefit for getting some of these rewards. I just like playing as these characters and like seeing all the Easter eggs and stuff that I don't feel any need to craft anything because I have the best weapons already that it's thrown at me for a few hours now in the game, which is pretty crazy. But see Gizmo flying here. That's cool to see Gizmo from Teen Titans and, you know, DC in general. But anyways, without rambling too much longer, what I'll say is I really have enjoyed my time with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. While part of me wishes Rocksteady made a traditional Rocksteady game, I don't hate this game. I do like it quite a bit. I can't say that I love it because it has so many massive flaws that I cannot say I love it, but I do enjoy my time with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and I get enjoyment coming back and logging in and playing as all these characters, and seeing the world and hearing Brainiac talk, and hearing what each member of the Justice League has to show in the story, and seeing it through, seeing what happened to Batman after Batman Arkham Knight, and seeing the backstory of this world's Justice League. It's really cool, and I was pleasantly surprised by it, and I think that's why I'm very glowing on it, because I blindly hated the game, and I'm glad that I gave it a shot, because it is the most fun I've had playing a game in a bit. I haven't really played a lot of releases this year. This is the first big release that I've played this year. I haven't played Final Fantasy or anything else, but while playing this game, I do quite enjoy it, and I think people should give it a shot. But yeah, I don't know what look at there. I'm talking how good this game is and how good I think this game is, and Deadshot's glitching out right here. Look at this. Look at this guy. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He's just like, meh, meh, meh. Also, I realized that, like, for the first half of the video, there was no audio in the gameplay, and that's because I had my headset on, so apologies. I'm going to go back out in the world and, like, stand somewhere.
New lieutenant. Wonder where this little golden slime ball's hiding.
So, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Great game. I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to make a new scene. Here, you know what? Actually, we're going to make the webcam big. Make the webcam big. And I'm going to talk about this week's comic, or the comics I've picked up recently that I think are really good. And good reads. Some of my hair. My hat. Looks silly. So, some comic books I've been reading recently. I'm going to go through all of them, because this whole video is kind of talking about my journey back into comic books with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, X-Men coming back into comics, and DC's Absolute Power storyline. Really enjoying getting back into comic books. It's been a blast, and I'm really lucky that the day I hopped back into getting comics was the day that X-Men started up again. But yeah, now I'm going to talk about some of my favorite books that have come out, and some older ones. I have some older ones that I'd like to talk about. I might grab one from my shelf back there in a second. But yeah, to start right now, I am rereading All-Star Superman. So All-Star Superman is a Superman graphic novel by Grant Morrison, and artwork done by Frank Quitely. This is one of my favorite Superman stories of all time. It's just, if you are in any way, shape, or form excited for the new Superman movie, please read this book. It's fantastic, and it's just one of the best. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's been out for so long now, but it is phenomenal. The story's great. I've enjoyed reading this. Please pick it up. It's amazing. It's a classic. you can get it so cheap now. This one was $30, but it's an older copy. Good story. One of the best, I must say. Next pickup. This is a pickup from recent, from a few weeks ago. Had birthday money, so I was like, you know what? Why don't I get into comic books again? Because I have all this birthday money. Let's just get back into comic books. COVID free. Let's finally go to the comic book store, my local comic book store, and pick up some good stuff. So I had a goal in mind. I was like, all right, X-Men starting again. Let's get X-Men. Let's get back into DC. Let's picked up a couple of graphic novels just to ease me back into some characters that I love. And one of the first pickups I got was Sensational Wonder Woman. Sensational Wonder Woman is sensational. It is one of the best Wonder Woman stories I've read. It is on the back. It says a sensational celebration of Wonder Woman, celebrating Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary. Sensational Wonder Woman explores everything that makes Wonder Woman the sensational hero that she is, featuring stories by Stephanie Phillips, Andrea Shea, Colleen Doran, Alyssa Wong, Karina Bechko, Amy Chu, Sina Grace, and Sonia Anwar. Art by Megan Hetrick, Bruno Redondo, Colleen Doran, Eleonora Carlini, Danny Strips, Maria Laura Sonapo, Paul Pelletier, and Sonia Anwar. Collects Sensational Wonder Woman 1 through 7. This is a great read. It's just kind of like an anthology of stories that are basically quintessential Wonder Woman. And I will say, if you were wanting to get into Wonder Woman, I think this is a great start. It's not going to give you an origin story or anything, but if you're in any way, shape, or form interested in Wonder Woman, pick up Sensational Wonder Woman. This is $16.99. Super cheap for a graphic novel, but some good stories in here. There's some that are just kind of they missed the mark just a little bit, but not enough to ruin my enjoyment of Sensational Wonder Woman. And yeah, I will say I'm not the leading expert on all these stories, so I'm sorry if some of the details are kind of weird, don't make sense, but I this is my first time getting back into comics in a long time, so I'm behind a little bit, but yeah, Sensational Wonder Woman, another good read. Let's see. Yeah, let me get some coffee real quick. Get some coffee. Open the shades. Open the blinds. All right. Next up, this past week I got Superman Action Comics, issue 1067. This one was written by Gail Simone, and art was done by Torme. Let's see. I need to get full names. I'm sorry. I'm behind on comic books, so I've been out of the world a bit. So I'm not well versed. I know Gail Simone, but I've been out a bit. Let's see. Eddie Barrows did the art on this one, so you thank Eddie Barrows for that because he's fantastic. Action Comics number 1067 is part of the Superman Superstars line, which DC is doing. I don't have any info on what that is, but I was like, hey, I'm looking to get back into DC. Why not start with Challenge from the Stars Part 1? Start with a new arc that's going on, and it has a special story in the back called Lois and Clark in Love at Work. That is a great one. The writer for that part is Rainbow Rowell, and artist by Kian Torme. The art is great in this. Gail Simone does great writing with Superman, and I really enjoy it, and I can't wait to see what's next for this line. I'll be keeping an eye out, but yeah, Superman or All-Star Superman Action Comics 1067 is a good read. It's just fun. It's just good fun. There's nothing groundbreaking story-wise. It's just a good, fun Superman book that gets me excited to read more from the Big Blue Boy Scout. Next up, I picked up Deadpool First Collector's Issue #1. It's a giant-sized premiere issue of Marvel's first Merc with a Monthly. That's funny. This is from 1997. I picked this up just because Deadpool was coming out soon. This was only $6, and it's a giant-size issue from the 90s, written by Stan Lee. I'm pretty sure he wrote this one. But yeah, like Deadpool, 1997. You can't go wrong. It was just a one-off thing, but I got it just because it's a good, fun story. It kind of concludes in this. It's just a good, fun read. You know, Deadpool, great. With Deadpool and Wolverine coming out, I was like, man, I can't not get that. Is like getting back into comics. Great read. I'd recommend you pick this up if you have any interest in this. I picked this up just because it's like, it's a good collector's issue, and it's a good story, and it's just fun, and nothing groundbreaking. It's Deadpool, but it's a good, fun issue. I saw they had it on the shelf, so I picked it up. The big one that we have, X-Men. #1 from the Ashes storyline after the Krakoa era of X-Men. This one, written by Jed McKay and art by Ryan Stegman. This story was good, and it was nice to be able to come back into comic books and pick up my favorite Marvel series, X-Men, and pick up from where Krakoa ended and have the new team of Cyclops, Beast, Magneto, Psylocke, Kid Omega, Temper, Magic, and Juggernaut. It was just a good, fun read, and it starts the new era of X-Men, and it was just a great jumping off point. It was kind of symbolic in a way that, like, my first day coming back into comic books, X-Men starts again. It just kind of happened randomly. I knew it was happening, but I didn't know when because I wasn't, like, really keeping up with anything. But, yeah, I picked that up a couple weeks ago. It's a good story. This one's $5.99. It's a $6 issue, but it's well worth it. I think it's a good, fun read, and see if I can get that in frame. It's a good, fun read, and I think everybody should pick it up if you're interested at all in X-Men, which you should be. That is a great read. The newest books I picked up today, because, again, buttloads of birthday money. Why not get back into comic books? So DC has a new storyline called Absolute Power that has to deal with Amanda Waller, Failsafe, and Queen Brainiac. It's really cool. All the Justice League lose their powers and stuff. I'm not going to get into the details because I'm not like too sure what's going on, but I picked up Batman issue 150 Absolute Power tie-in. This is really good and had a nice... Batman's so dark you can't even see the cover art, but this was a really good, fun issue to get back into Batman, the newer stuff. Really good read. Lots of cool stuff in this. This one was a little confusing because the first half of this, I don't think had anything to do with Absolute Power, so I was a little confused because I read up on Absolute Power, but I guess I didn't read up on anything Batman related. This is a good, fun read though if you've been keeping up with anything. Batman Absolute Power tie-in issue 150. This one was $6. That's a little on the pricey side, but it's Batman. You know, I had to, and it's Absolute Power tie-in. At the very end, they talk about Absolute Power. I'm trying to clean off my space so I can set these down. Ugh. But yeah, Batman Absolute Power tie-in, issue 150. Really good read. Good fun. These next two are my most favorite. Actually, I didn't read the Wonder Woman one yet. I read the Superman one. The Superman one has Zatanna in it. It picks up where Superman got shot in the Absolute Power storyline. Really good read. Superman lost his powers. There's a group of superheroes hiding out. This one was really fun to pick up a new Superman story and pick up in the Absolute Power storyline. It's a very interesting read. This one was $4.99. It is a very good read, and I recommend anybody who's interested in it pick it up. And this next one I have not read yet, but I have got Wonder Woman issue 11, written by Tom King, and art by, let's see, without spoiling, who did? I don't read anything. I'm just gonna. Tony S. Daniel did the art on this one, written by Tom King, and we will get into Tom King next. I don't have much to say in this. Is like, I mean, I love Wonder Woman, so having this is gonna be really nice. I can't wait to read this. It's gonna be good fun, because I'm excited to get back into Wonder Woman. And the reason I will hype Tom King is king. He's written some great stuff, and I will get into that in just a moment when I talk to you about Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is one of the best graphic novels I've read in a long time. It has trumped out most recent Batman stories that I've read. It is just phenomenal from front to back. The story's great. The art is great. It is written by Tom King. And this is very important because this is what James Gunn's Supergirl, or James Gunn's new DCU universe Supergirl movie is going to be based on. So I wanted to pick this up for a long time, and to pick it up from my local comic book store was very nice and very, very amazing, because I got to pick it up at a local comic book store instead of having to go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, I have nothing but good things to say about it, except it's just Supergirl and a new partner character named Ruthie just traveling through space to find a bad guy. And it's like this like big epic journey, fantasy mixed with sci-fi, mixed with superheroes. It was just so good and heartwarming, and Supergirl is such a great character in it. It is just front to back. I'm not going to spoil anything else about it, except that this is a must-read, and it is the best book I've read, comic book-wise, all year, and possibly will be the best one I read all year, because it's phenomenal. I don't know when this came out. This is a mini series. This came out a few years ago, because I know it's a little old, on the older side. Let's see if we could find any of the copyright info. Published by DC Comics. It's 2022. 2022. Oh, hang on. Let's see. There's something in here where it originally came out. Originally published in single magazine form in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow 1 through 8, copyright 2021 to 2022. So the collected edition 2022, 2021 is whenever it first came out. This book is phenomenal, and I think everybody should read it. Tom King is amazing, and anything his name is on, I will be reading it. So him writing Wonder Woman, I need to go back and read the past Wonder Woman issues because I'm behind on those. But yeah, Tom King, great writer. Yeah. So those are all the comics I've read recently. Besides Wonder Woman, I didn't read the new Wonder Woman yet. I read everything but. Yeah. I don't know what else to say except, yeah, just go pick up those stories and have a blast with them. But that note, I don't know what else to talk about. I guess if you're watching live, if you've watched live, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hit a like, subscribe for more. I will be streaming more Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League in the coming weeks. I'm going to try to stream whenever the new season drops. I need to get through season 1 first. I don't know if I'll be able to hit that mark because of work and getting ready to go back to school. But if not, you'll definitely be seeing videos about comic books and games coming up. I'm going to have a more in-depth video on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I just need to give it a little bit more time because the story is so good that I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop and see what everybody's talking about. Because I haven't really gotten to the end game quite much, so it's been not necessarily the... Yeah, let me turn this off. Turn off the PlayStation. Let's see. I need to go and quit the session. Alright, so yeah. But yeah, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was really good. Story-wise, it was good. I thought it was good. It was a good game. If you're a huge DC fan, you'll get way more out of it than most people will. And even then, if you don't like that kind of game, yeah, you probably won't like it. I'm going to leave it at that because my throat hurts from talking. I'm tired. I'm going to go read Wonder Woman because I want to. And